John, and not only is that a massive win, fourth game unbeaten, and it's past the top of the league, how do you describe that one?
Yeah, you're almost explaining positives there, Will. You know, there's quite a few positives been around the club in the last few weeks. There's been a few statements made as well, you know, one or two saying that they don't think our lads have got the stomach for the fight, and so on and so on. And we've been winning games late on and coming back from being behind in games. But the one thing that we don't lack in there is the desire to want to win. That's clearly in abundance. You have to feel sorry for Spennymoor today, who are a very good side with the weather. That 25. I mean, we had to deal with it in the first half, but nowhere near as bad as the second half. But it's pressure. You know, we build pressure. The game lacked massive quality points. But if I'm totally honest, you know, when it comes to the last dozen or so games of a season, all me, you know, as managers, me and Bernard bang on about is game management, winning games, the result, nothing else. We're not bothered how it looks at this stage. Certain things that we've always talked about, where every team we play against will go away and say it's the best they've played against us. You know, if I was a supporter of one of them sides, I'd be wondering what they've been doing in the rest of the games. You know, if it's all right raising your game against Salford City in a perceived big game, but you know, if they did that in every single game, they'd probably be in better positions in the league. But you know, really pleased with our response after going 2-1 down. You know, obviously the fluke of the first goal, and then being 2-1 at half time. But listen, you talk about chances. You know, against Tamworth a couple of weeks ago, how many have we had again today? It's been a ridiculous amount, and I think it's clear to see that the biggest problem we've got is putting the ball in the back of the net. So it was good to get two scruffy goals at the back end.
I was going to say, I could see you down on the touchline. You looked almost in disbelief how, again, we're 3-0 up. Is that something that we're still working on, or do you think we should have been 3 or a couple more clear at half time?
It's not like we're missing gilt-edged chances in the sense of lads are going one-on-one and missing the target. We're actually creating brilliant chances, but not getting on the end of things. That's stuff we work on in training every single day. You know, we do hours and hours of finishing, believe it or not. We've just been, you know, the way Tom's got in on his 2 goals, you know, if a couple of lads had done the same in the first half, we'd have been out of sight, and that goes back God knows how many games, you know, throughout the season. You only have to look at Harrogate's and other teams' goals for column and ours to see where the major problem is. But, you know, as you said, you know, to start the interview, we're 4 unbeaten now. We've just beat one of the better sides in the league. I think they're an excellent team. You know, I really rate them. And we're building that bit of momentum about us. You know, there's, as I said, there's loads of positives coming from within our changing room, and the lads understand that people are always going to be building pressure against us. But you know, we embrace that. We embrace it.
How pleased are you for Tom to obviously score the 2 goals?
Oh, absolutely delighted. I love the kid. We absolutely love him. You know, he's come in back in January. You know, not as probably one of these stellar name signings from a higher league club, but he's been absolutely unbelievable since he's come in. Breath of fresh air, his work rate out of possession, as well as, you know, when he's on the ball. He's thoroughly deserved the 2 goals in the second half. Because that's actually what I'm talking about in the first half. He created the majority as well. So brilliant performance from Tommy. Great that he's got his goals, and I believe he can push on even more.
And just again, Max, towards the back end of the match, a really important save, that one over the bar. He's going away to New Zealand now. What are your thoughts of bringing Tim in?
Yeah, he's been fantastic the last couple of games. I mean, the first goal's an absolute freak. The wind's almost blown it in, but then he's pulled off a fantastic save late on, as you've said, and he's done that, you know, really consistently throughout the season. He's been fantastic for us. Really pleased that he's been called up for the game, for the games for New Zealand. But the replacement that we've got in comes with a brilliant background, a great CV, trained with us, top lad. Dukes, the goalkeeping coach, has done his sort of due diligence on him in terms of clips and talking to people, and everyone's absolutely excited that we've got him in. So really pleased with getting Tim in, yeah.
And just finally, we've got a big run of games coming up now. You're looking forward to getting back straight onto it on Tuesday, Ferriby?
These are the best parts of the season. Saturday, Tuesday, the Easter weekend. This is what we want. You know, it's fantastic at the beginning of the season. You know, you get to build that momentum, and almost by the time Easter's over, there's only 3 or 4 games left. So the next 2 weeks will tell us, you know, a big part of where we're going to finish.